So I seen some marks out there. Did somebody camera the line before?
Yep. My second opinion. No, this guy just came out and said there was some issues down in the street. I wanted to get.
Yeah, there is a low spot coming out of here, but not. It's only just a little bit of water.
Transitions right there.
Yeah, it looks like it has fallen a little bit.
Still PVC pipe? Was it partial PVC and then back to?
It was about 2-3 feet of PVC.
And then back to cement, right?
Yeah. Then I went to clay.
That's the street probably.
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. So right here it looks like. Can you see it from there?
Yeah, I can see it there.
It has fallen, actually, right there.
A low spot.
Yeah. So basically, this portion right here, this is plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's the R35, and literally the pipe has gone from being connected, it has shifted off.
Okay.
It looks like the tap was already done, probably by the city, because you can see the this is the city main and it's plastic.
Okay.
So whenever they put in a new tap, it probably
Offset it?
I mean whenever they put the main line, they put a new tap. Basically your connection is new, but they just connect it to the existing.
So that's the city there? That's going into the city line?
Yeah, over here it would be a city. Now this is yours.
Is there any cracks?
On this one? On the, you mean on the tap itself?
No, in the pipe itself. Did they say crack or did they say low spot?
There's
separation. That's the separation
opposite
right there.
right here. Yep. I just gotta go see out there where this is located.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if the. How old is your son?
He's 20 months.
Yeah, year and a half.
You got kids?
I got an 8-year-old.
Jeez.
I know. Started young, I guess.
No, that's good. You got to have a lot of fun with them, huh?
Yeah, I mean, see right here, you got an offset right here. You got a separation. Right, 86 feet out. I don't know if I told you that, but you can tell basically this is where the end of this pipe meets the other one, and it has separated a little bit.
So that's 5 feet away from the other one, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the same. So essentially, you almost need a whole new pipe to go into the main, right?
I mean, what it looks like, see what happens is that the cost on any sewer repair is in the street. That's where the cost is, just because you need a right-of-way permit and you literally gotta have traffic control. That's the thing, because I mean you can easily, if you replace just the street and down the line you just replace, I mean I'm pretty sure they just want to fix whatever they need to fix.
Yeah.
But down the line, let's say if you were paying for it, it's going to be cheaper if you do get rid of all the clay than just a portion. Because what's going to happen, the same thing that happened in the other spot, that's going to happen down the line.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of that domino effect. If it happens down there, it's slowly going to happen all the way till it gets back to the house.
So, do you do pipe bursting then, or what do you guys do?
Pipe bursting, I mean we do pipe bursting, we do pipe lining. This wouldn't be a good ideal situation for a pipe lining because you have this pipe like basically they're like that.
Yeah.
If you line to something like that, you're literally gonna reduce that inside diameter for that much.
Really?
And that's not good.
Yeah.
If you pipe burst it, you can the repair that's sunk down,
Yeah.
it's literally gonna push through.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be literally a new line through.
So when you pipe burst, you have to tear through the ground too, or no?
When you pipe burst, you need 2 entry points. You need the entry point out there, and depending where you're going to be in the property, you need another entry point. And then you pull a whole new line through. So yeah, you do need it, basically access points to get to it.
So out in the street, so if you were to replace the whole thing, do you have to tear open the street then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, to be able to do the pipers, yes. Yeah, pipelining is where you...
Go inside of another pipe,
Yeah,
right?
literally you put a pipe inside of another line.
But you're losing some of the...
If you got a 4-inch line, it's going to end up being probably 3 inches. If you got a 3-inch line, it's going to be 2 inches. So you reduce it. It's about a quarter of an inch. That's how thick it is. So if you take that all the way around, it's literally going to drop it to 1 inch all the way around.
Now, how do you do pipelining? Through the main?
Pipelining, you still have to dig a hole outside to be able to push that through. Probably the same spot where same thing where you do a pipe burst. It's just a matter of depending.
So does that need to be done?
The pipe burst?
No, any like repair as far as like it's offset, but how like what's is it holding us back? Is like what's
this one right here? I mean, basically you can tell that somebody has snaked through here. You can tell because these are basically wear marks from a snake going down there and literally cutting through here.
Yeah.
Now, I mean it's definitely gonna create problems down the line because what happens is since it has become offsetted or it has shifted, that water that's going down the line is leaking out of the pipe. So now you have something like this. Now you have more water coming out of that pipe, which is going to wash away all that dirt that's supporting that pipe. So once that washes away and there is nothing supporting that pipe, it's going to go from here to there. And now it's going to be basically even more difficult, and you wouldn't really be able to do a pipe. Now, since you cannot get a cable through that line, you have to literally dig the whole thing out because there is no way. The way that pipe bursting works is that you have the 2 entry points. You feed a cable through the old line, and basically you attach a booling on one side, and you have a machine on the other side. And that machine is literally pulling that cable and pulling the whole new pipe behind that booling.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how it works. Now, if you have something like this, and there is absolutely no way to get a cable through there,
you can't
pull it because you have absolutely no way to get a cable through there.
How much is that leaking though? Is that a big problem? Like it's a major repair that needs to be done sooner, like as soon as possible, or is that something that happens over?
I would say it probably needs to get done here pretty soon. I mean, you can see some stuff collecting here, and as you go down the line, you can see stuff collecting here, which is probably the sooner would be the better. Now, I mean, I don't know what terms you guys are as far as closing and things like that, but that this is one of the main reasons why they want you. What you see right here, this is basically a connection because they come in 4 to 6 foot pieces. So every 4 to 6 feet, you'll see a connection like that.
So that's not a break, right? It's just a connection.
Right.
That's usually where you see a lot of the roots come into, right?
Yeah, just because the connections, they're not airtight. So what happens is that...
That's really weird that piece of PVC pipe is just right there. Was that you think that was just some sort of repair back?
It's probably a small repair that is back then, but I don't see a patch out there, so it probably was done it a while ago.
Okay.
This would be a pretty hard spot to get the drain clean the line. Just to be able to get a machine through here.
Yeah, it needs to be clean out outside.
Yeah.
It does hook around, right?
Yeah, so it goes out, then it takes a turn.
Yeah. Right about 10 feet, I bet.
Is that where the green paint was marked out there?
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of a low spot there.
Yep. So this is the transition right here.
So this is the one going directly straight out
Yeah,
into the elbow.
right here. You can tell a difference in pipe because this one,
Cast iron.
it looks a little more rough than the other one.
Is it clay or cast?
This would be cast iron. This is cast iron right here.
Is that pretty common?
Yeah. I mean, right here, basically, this is probably where the cast iron meets the concrete.
Okay.
It's a concrete 90. So, let's see.
They just gave that one to Ed. And he just verbally said, I was right.
See it right there? It says 80,000.